Who's there, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Justice for None, and I am back again with another stream. Before we get all into it, I'm going to jump straight into a message from our sponsors.
So I'm at the Severn Valley Railway, and as you can see, we have a steam train here. So we're here for the Severn Valley Railway Open Day, and in this video we'll talk about how awesome it is. So, yay, steam train!
So yeah, I went to the Severn Valley Railway. It was awesome. We'll talk about that as we go through. But we're also going to be driving some train, so let's get into it. We'll get the train working. This mission does start at daylight, so what we'll do is we'll go daylight, drive it, way, and then when it starts getting dark, then we'll talk about the Severn Valley Railway Open Day. Oh, look at it. Club. Her again. She seems to be the one I go for the most. Right, photographs. So this is the same as the last time we did this, where there's lots and lots of photos that we're taking as we go. Okay, let's get straight on, but look at it. Isn't it pretty? Get on, climb aboard, sit in the thingy. I can't see the thingy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need the lamp on because it's very dark in here. Hiya! Unlock some doors. Still upsets me there isn't a button. Oh, look at this. It's fancy. We're not going to turn the AWS on. Like, no, thank you. Here's Franklin. Hello, Franklin. How you doing? Your hair looks about as dodgy as mine at the moment. I keep needing to shave it, but it's got too long. It's now too long to easily shave it with my head shavy thing. So I'm going to have to actually like do some proper head shaving, and I can't be bothered. Come on, passengers, hurry up. As you heard in the video, I did have to mute, beep the one bit because the missus, bless her, the steam train whistle, which is not as loud in the game, it made her jump really, really badly, and so she swore very loudly in front of children. That's my missus for you. Yeah. Get some brake off, and then get a little teeny tiny bit of chuff. Let's go outside for this. It's very cool. Gotta admit, it's very, very cool. Have we still got some brake on? Nope. Ooh. Too much truff. Come on. Brakes are definitely off. Why are you... Now, you worked perfectly last time. There you go. 12% is what we needed, apparently. There we go. Don't you love it when she's already been a pain? It's very pretty in red. It's very pretty, full stop. I know I say it like every time we play this, but it's just a pretty, pretty game. Right. That can get turned off. Can we get a bit more and a bit less? There we go. So at the end of last stream, I started this mission and I just went, well, let's see how fast we can go. And, well, I didn't try to. I forgot that I was supposed to be, like, driving it. And so we went super, super fast. Turns out, didn't derail. Even though I was doing, like, 100 through, like, the 60 part. It's fine. So, there you go. Apologies if I cough a lot in this. I have a bad throat. I was ill most of last... Well, I say most. All of last week. And I've been ill most of this week as well. But I'm getting over it. Slowly but surely. So, I have still got a cough. I meant to have some cough medicine before starting this, but I forgot. I'm so good at remembering things. Oh well. Right. That little bit of light there is really creeping me out. I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's get a bit more regulator up. A bit less regulator up. And let's... There we go. We're running. Ahoy! God, tell 99 Gaming. Sorry, let's try that again with real English. The chat is really far away. I'm still not in my I want to be able to stream zone. So still in the front room. Tracks are going well. Tracks are cold, more than anything. But they're pretty. Let's look at the train again. Ooh, pretty. It's going to be really nice once the sun sets and we get to see all the lights, well, lit up, all proper. So that'll be really cool when we get to that point. I'd like a bit more oomph, though, please. There we go. Come on, train. I managed to get this to do like 80 without even trying last time. And now it's like, I don't want to do 20. I don't really want to just punch it though. I suspect that would be a bad idea. Let's give it a bit more. Oh, she's doing okay. She's not fallen over yet. There we go, 20. Whoa! High speed. Whistle again? Okay. It is very cool. Yeah. And this is going to be useful for the chat later on the Severn Valley Railway. Because the Severn Valley Railway, last Christmas I went on a train that looked almost exactly like this. It was all lit up, it was absolutely wonderful. And getting to talk later on about the Severn Valley Railway Open Day is going to be most excellent. I'm just really gutted that video didn't work at the beginning. I've spent ages trying to get all this to work right. Me not so the goodliest with the Twitch. I'm trying. I am trying. Here we go, we're at fully open regulator. Trees whacking us in the face. Yeah. Well, let's Let's drop. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, let's drop that down to about 15 as opposed to 1. 1% I don't think is a good a good percentage when one is trying to move forwards. There we go. Magnificent. Magnificent. And obviously it's 2 minutes to 4, so the sun is very much departing in the sky. And it, obviously, because we're at 100% regulator, the safety's going off, obviously. Now, I don't know if there's any other trains on this route. I would assume there is. But whether they'll be steams or diesels or electrics, I don't know. Well, probably not electrics, considering there's no catenary. I'd be impressed if there is a diesel. Electric. I'm doing well with words today. It's fine. Everything's great. Right, we need to be doing 60. We're doing 42. I think we're okay. Bit more whistle. Let them know we're coming. The old over-the-shoulder cam. It's like Gears of War, but train. Yeah, scare the people on the bridge. Fun fact about when the Severn Valley Railway did this, they had to turn all the lights off the train for the very first part because it goes over, it started at Bridge North and went over 2 bridges, both very busy bridges. One of them is the A5, which for those people in the UK should know it's a very busy road. For those people outside of the UK, it's a very busy road. I am aware that most of my viewership is German, so guten Tag. Yeah, they had to turn the lights off because people were like freaking out over the fact that like this thing was coming over the roads all lit up. Apparently it was really upsetting people, so they had to turn the lights off when they went over the bridges, which is fairly hilarious. And we need a bit more brake because we're not slowing down. We're at 63 and slowly, oh there we go, we're under control. We're under control, don't worry. This is what happened last time, where I completely neglected to see what I was doing. And yeah, absolutely speedily speed. Let's have a look at the back of the train. That does look really cool. Let's have a whistle. Can just about hear it. Just about. Watch the bridge. There we go. If we were going to brakes. If we were going to stop for any length of time, I would have had a look at that last carriage because it's different, and we like different. Right, I'm actually going to have to pay a bit more attention, so apologies if I repeat myself repeatedly. But yeah, I'm here because I've been ill. My multitasking, not so good. Not so good. I also appear to be stuttering a little bit in game rather than, you know, linguistically, vocabulary. Oh, brakes again. Pay attention, son. That was a bit extreme brake. Whatevs. It's fine. We're good. Right, put a little bit on. Leave it there. In fact, we're going uphill now. I don't need any brake. It is nice seeing a steam train getting a bit of its oomph on. Oh, let's not have wheel slip going on. Yeah, we'll probably get to this first viaduct and then we'll talk Severn Valley. because I forgot that it's in real time, and the sun will be setting at some point in the near future. But there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about the Severn Valley Railway in their open day. So we'll do this 7.4 miles, and then we'll chat drainage. There's many things happened. Some of them intentional. Some of them less. Right, we're starting to drop speed a bit here. Oh, we're doing lots of uphill now. Let's umph. It's weird it likes to stop us on the viaducts. But hey, whatevs. You want to stop on the viaduct and get a pretty picture? You feel free. Scare the locals. What are those lights on the bridge? Severn Valley. Proof of the pudding. While we wait these 6.6 miles, let's briefly talk about the new steam route that was announced yesterday. So today is April the 5th. April the 5th. April the 5th. There we go. And yesterday, it might have been before yesterday, but I saw it yesterday. They announced that there's going to be a new steam route and a new steam train, which is very exciting. I want to say the Fowler 4F. A whole wonderful 6 wheels, and that's it. So that's fun, because I mean this sucker has a whole 6, but then it has 4 at the front. So it's a 460. This is just a 060, which is very exciting. Medium freight, so that'll be quite fun. Based in 1963 on the peaks, so it's like supposed to be a really challenging route. And steam trains are difficult enough to get moving at the best of times, let alone when you've got the madness that will be, all the hillage. But it looks very, very pretty, very, very cool. I'm very excited to get my hands on it as soon as it's available for play. And obviously I will be hopefully welcoming you wonderful people to join me on that adventure, such as this adventure where it's snowing and it's pretty and it's lit up like just a wonderful thing. Because obviously in April what you want is a Christmas service. 100%. That's what we're about here. Especially as I managed to unpack more boxes after moving in. I found lots of Christmas stuff, which is very exciting. I've got most of my Christmas Lego now, including all my Lego Christmas train. So that'll be up next year. I might even do a video. I made it. Ooh, this has got a bit ominous. Ooh, is this more snow? Is this fog with the snow? It's exciting, whatever it is. This is going to be fun. Right, 4 miles. We are getting there. Getting there is what we are. Okay, that definitely changed, world colour there. So, we might be... Yeah, we're going very misty. Uh-oh. Can I see the back of the train still? Yeah, it's fine, it's all lit up. It's fine. Don't worry. I haven't checked a signal in about 10 minutes. I'm hoping there's no reds. I'm also hoping that wasn't my headphones telling me I've got low battery. That's fine. Don't worry. Don't panic, guys. We're all groovy. We're all groovy here. In the mist, in the fog, with the snow. People will see me come in, it's fine. In fact, I genuinely don't remember the last time I saw a signal. That's exciting. So this will be an adventure for us all. And I've just had a message from my local Warhammer. Excuse me a moment while I just quickly check. Okay, cool. I'm expecting a delivery, you see. For I am part of the Warhammer Plus. And I've ordered my free model. And hopefully it'll be coming today. I hope. Oh, tunnel! I watched The Railway Children an awful lot as a kid, so the idea of a steam train going into a tunnel does slightly worry me. Oh, let's have a look at the lights in here. Oh, yes. Let's turn off the steam for a sec. Yes. That is mighty cool. That is mightily cool. There we go. Right. Speaking of signals, there is one. And it's red. We're 2 miles away, it's fine. It's not going to be fine. The amount of times I've gone through signals thinking, oh, there's loads of time, I've got all the time in the world. And then I talk and I talk and I talk, and then I go, oh no, there's 30 yards and I'm doing 85 and I need to stop. Let's pay some slight attention to this. Only slight. In fact, I already know I can stop pretty quickly on this, and we're already slowing down, so I'm not too concerned. And you know, I plan on doing this one journey, and then that will be the end of the stream. So I don't mind taking a bit more time. Yeah, enjoying it. He says, putting the regulator up. Let's go. It's partly to get rid of the steam, so that stops. The safety, because it really upsets me. Upsets the children. Right, I think we actually need to stop regulating and start considering slowing down. 1.3 miles away. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Steam. New service, looks great, huzzah huzzah. I'm quite excited by having a new steam train in the game. Because I like steam trains. Don't know if you can tell. I mean, most of my streams have been steam train, and when I haven't done a steam train stream on here, I've been doing like Train Sim World, not Train Sim World, this is Train Sim World, Transport Fever 2. And when I've been doing Transport Fever 2, hey, steam trains. It's almost like I'm typecast or something. But no, I do like steam trains. And that's a story to tell you in a few minutes once we've stopped and taken the pretty pictures. Right, let's actually start braking. Because we're 0.7 of a mile away. I know she stops pretty well, but I also want to make sure she stops. Hello people! Get your pictures. Ooh. We'll just roll towards the finish here. Let's roll slightly faster. That does look really awesome. Not gonna lie, that does look really, really awesome. Right, now this signal is slightly past our stopping point. So I am slightly concerned about where we stop versus not going too far. More brakes would be nice here. I do like the little rumble. The little rumble is really, really nice. Right, we'll get down to 10. And then we'll just very slowly, very nicely start just rolling in. Rolling in. Then all the brakes, please. Less brakes. And it's not. Oh, it didn't take. Turn the bit of that. We've got no brakes on, so we should move. Just a gentle little push. And put the brakes on. And there we go. Whew! Right, passengers, take the scenic photographs. There are no passengers. This coach is empty. Do we have any passengers? You also can't really see the cathedral. I'm assuming that's the cathedral. Truro Cathedral. It's very pretty, but it's also unpassengered. Right, let's go then. Right, put the thing back on the stuff, turn the thing on the thing, and then punch it, Chewie. Go on, Franklin. Yup. It's closed again. That is really upsetting. Ooh, I can't see, Captain. Oh no. Okay, nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Can I open this window? Yes, I can. There we go. That's going to be cold in the whole face. Oh, that's going to be unpleasant. Alright, you can get turned off. Bring you back a bit. Zoom out. Have a phlegmy cough. Yes. Alright, we're doing 30. That's okay. I can do that. So, let's talk the Severn Valley Railway Open Day. Because it was an excellent day. But there were issues. So, let me preface this by saying that the Severn Valley Railway is run basically by volunteers. Okay, like for all intensive purposes, it's volunteer led. So there are people who are paid to do jobs, but the majority of the people who do stuff there, they are volunteers. So when it runs smoothly, when it works, it's fantastic. When it doesn't work as smoothly as they hope, it can be a bit of a pain. This is worth saying because any complaints that are going to be made that sound like complaints aren't really complaints, they're just, it's a bit upsetting that it worked out the way that it did. Okay, because I've got nothing but respect for all the people who do other stuff there, especially as they're such lovely, lovely people. Like, they are seriously cool. And just having it running and having it there is an amazing thing. And I love the Severn Valley Railway. I really, really do. So, they had an open day, which was Saturday gone, so it was like the 2nd of April, something like that. And same day as the Australian Grand Prix on the Saturday, so the qualifying, and then they did it again on the Sunday. We went for the Saturday, and I made a plan. There was a full itinerary. So there were 5 things that we were wanting to do while we were there. We got up super early. We watched qualifying, good qualifying. No spoilers, even though, you know, it was several days ago. You should have seen it by now, seriously. But no spoilers here. So we watched quali, and then we got the train up to Kidderminster, because, you know, getting a train to see trains, huzzah, huzzah. And words will work eventually. Got the train to Kidderminster to get the 10:15 train from Kidderminster town, which is their station for the Severn Valley. This was a steam train. The way it would work is the first train of the day was a diesel, then it was a steam train, then it was a diesel, then it was a diesel, then it was a diesel, then it was a steam train, then it was a diesel, then it was a diesel. Okay. First train of the day, the diesel. It went at 9 AM. We get there about 9:45. Oh, lightning! That was unexpected. It's a snowstorm. This is slightly scary now. I don't know if we're going to get thunder. We might do. So that's completely derailed my thought. I know, ironic, you know, derail, train, steam, yeah, but what? No, what was I saying? Yes, 9 o'clock train, we got there at 9:45. Which we thought would be enough time to see the steam train come in, couple up to our train, and give us enough time to get on there. So, the plan, 10 o'clock, 10:15, get this train, go towards Bridgnorth. We were going to go the whole distance on the steam train to Bridgnorth. At Bridgnorth, the loco yard that is there, and the engine, like the engine repair sheds and things, they're all open. And there's a signal box tour, so we'll go, cool, we'll go to Bridgnorth, we'll do the signal box tour, we'll have a look in the engine repair shed, see what we can see. That'll be awesome. After we've done that, get the steam train back, because we had like an hour and 20 minutes, up to, I want to say Highley, where they've got the engine shed. At the engine shed, they were doing tours there as well. And I think there was a signal box there, so if we didn't get to do the signal box at the other one, we could do that one. That gave us a couple of hours before the diesel that we wanted to get, which would take us up to the penultimate stop. Highley? Don't remember. But whatever the name of that station is. It was on the video that you couldn't see at the beginning. Yay! Jump off there because they have the carriage and wagon yard, and they were doing tours of that. And finally, a brake van ride, which was a little 08. It's very, very cute. Again, on the video that didn't play at the beginning. So that was the plan. We were going to do those 5 things. We managed to do 2. Because the first train that went, which was the diesel, it broke down, which is very unfortunate. It broke down right near the beginning of the day as well. It got up to the tunnel. So when you leave Kidderminster, there's a tunnel before it gets into the first stop. Which I really want to say is Hardy. I might have to check that out. Let me quickly Google it. Oh, hello! Let's not Google it. You've got no lights on. Okay, now that's gone. Let's quickly Google it. Right, Severn Valley Railway.co.uk. I'm also slightly concerned that I'm getting quite slow here. Right, plan your visit, timetables. That'll do. Show me the timetable, friend. Bewdley. So the tunnel at Bewdley, it died. The train just went, I can't do it, Captain, and fell over, which is unfortunate. Like the speed that we're doing, it's unfortunate, but yeah, diesel in it. What can you do? I don't even know what that train was being hauled by, but according to some people who spoke to the drivers, effectively, like, a bunch of stuff just failed in the train, and it could carry its own weight, but nothing else. So pulling, I think it was 6 carriages full of, human beings, it couldn't do it. So they ended up having, there's a class 50 there when we got there, the Ark Royal, and that left to save them. But as stated, this was 45 minutes after the train had left, and it had got stuck immediately, pretty much. So our train, the 10:15, was cancelled, which was a massive upset because we were there partly to see the steam train. We'd planned the whole day about getting the steam train up to the end of the line at Bewdley, not Bewdley, Bridgnorth. So we'd planned to do that, and now we couldn't. And all of the plans suddenly fell apart because we had enough time to do all 5 things the whole way. And suddenly, with our train now being cancelled, the next train wasn't till 11, so 45 minutes wait. And that was meant to be a diesel. So all of a sudden, it went from yay to oh. The missus was particularly upset because she's not a big train fan. She likes them, but she was there for the steam train, and being told that it was cancelled, and there wasn't a train in the station at all. So at this point, we didn't know what was really happening regarding trainage. Luckily, they did come on at about 10:30 and say, "Hey, it will be a steam train for the 11 o'clock." So at least we still got a steam train, a little pannier lass. It was really, really cute. Pulling 6 carriages at the Gresleys, so the big teak numbers. 6 of them, plus 2 trains worth, because all the people who were there for the 10:15 and for the 11 o'clock were all there. We ended up standing up. This is starting to look really pretty. Yeah, we ended up standing up from Kidderminster, and we stood up the whole way. We still went to Bridgnorth, and we still went the whole way. We stood up. We were in the second coach in, and because it was the Gresleys with the big compartments, we stood in the corridor, and it was really, really cool because we were right next to a window. So I popped my head out on occasion. Especially when we were doing like one of the right-hand bends, because you could see the little tanker at the front pulling us away. She did really good work. A 7714 number, I believe. she did really, really good work considering, she had two trains worth of people pulling these big, big tink numbers. She did really, really well, and it was lots of fun, and it was awesome. And she did get me in the eye with a piece of soot. My eye stung for the rest of the day, but that was fine. It was worth it because I got to see this, wonderful little tank engine pulling us away, and she was fun. She was great. And it really cheered us up because we were worried that we were going to miss out on steam trains completely, and we got to do them. So we got the steam train up all the way to Bridgnorth. By this point, she is really behind schedule. I need to start braking, or we're going to miss this by quite a margin. Oh dear. I got excited by real steam trains. Should have been focusing on the digital steam train. Yeah, we should be fine. But it meant that when we got there, we had considerably less time. Uh-oh. I might have put on too much brake. Oh, there was actually a little bit of thunder there. That was cool. I don't know if you could hear it. I've turned it down quite a bit because it was getting obscenely loud. But yeah, because she was running so late, it wasn't much of a changeover. It was quite literally a in, swapped ends, out. So what we ended up doing was running up to the loco yard and got to see all the trains being refurbed and built up, which was really awesome. Like, it was a really cool thing to see. All the trains in different states of repairs, some of them without boilers, some of them where it was literally just a cab and some bogies. Really, really interesting. Get to see all the tools, like the big machines they use to do all this stuff. Really fascinating. An unguided tour, so there were people around to talk to, but frankly, it was a look around, back to the train. But it was super cool to see, and a lot of trains in there. And I was very excited because I got to see a replica of Catch Me Who Can, which for the train buffs amongst you will know it was one of the first steamers around, and it was the first steam train where it was passenger and people paid to ride her in a circle. I want to say at Piccadilly Circus. I want to say, but I'm not convinced on that. I might be wrong with my facts. If I'm wrong, please let me know, so I can correct myself there. But yeah, got to see a replica of Catch Me Who Can, who from 1808. Again, I knew this. I checked my facts on this and everything, but I'm brain stopping all the but yeah, got to see a replica, got a picture with it, because it made me chuckle. This weather has got really horrible. Really cool thing to see, like a really cool thing to see, and tiny, like such a small little train. It's quite literally the size of a cart, like a little wagon, which you might. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to. Go on, keep going, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, you bum. This is the second time where I've done the same thing. There we go. There we go. No excuse for not getting it perfect here now. Let's have a look. So there's a little castle. That does look really cool. Oh, I'm really hoping that it's still like remotely viewable. I'm on a HDR, what do you call it, so I can see fairly clearly. But I am aware that that was much lightning. I am aware that it might be a little bit more challenging, depending on what you're viewing on. Yeah, got in, saw the trains, really cool, got out. Back on the same train. So the plan was to go all the way up to Bridgnorth on the steam train and then go back to Arley or Highley, whichever one's got the engine shed, also on the steam train. That was the plan, and we at least managed to catch it again. Then we had to make a choice, because we were 2 hours behind schedule, about that. So we had to make the choice. Do we go to the engine shed and do the engine shed, or do we abandon the engine shed and do like the thingy yard and the other one, the brake van? We decided to go for the yard rather than the engine shed, because the engine shed is open all year, and as part of the tickets, so it's £25 to do the open day. As part of that, we got to do or have got free tickets to go back at some point later in the year, which is lovely. So we're going to do that, and we'll do the engine shed there. Just put it in full. Don't put it in full. 77 will do. So yeah, we're going to go back and do the engine shed there. There we go. That does look super sweet. So we'll do that then. Because we thought, getting to see the yard, that's not going to happen again. The brake van ride probably won't happen again. So let's make sure we've done those things. So we went up to Bewdley. Glad I checked the map. So we went up to Bewdley, which means we got to do the steam train like almost the entire distance again, which was fantastic because I love steam trains, and it was while the missus was there. So we got to do that. It was very cool, and got to go and do the. It was late running, but did get to do the yard where they have all the wagons and the coaches, and it's where they refurb a lot of the coaches. And that was really interesting. So that was a guided tour, and there was a fella, ended up with 3 fellas, walking around telling us about what was going on, what was happening, what they're doing, why they're doing it, and basically how they have no money. So everything's done via donations. Almost everything is done by volunteers. There are a few people who are like paid projects, but they were saying that I got to see 2 coaches they're working on at the moment, which are 2 Gresleys. So the really awesome Teak coaches, they're working on one of those at the moment, 2 of those. The one they have modified, so it's wheelchair accessible. It's a buffet car, and it's going to be wheelchair accessible, which is super cool. Because at the moment, it's not very disability friendly. Like that, nothing's really particularly good for that kind of thing. Which is obviously making it difficult for people with disabilities to go and see the stuff. So they are having it so this new coach that they're working on, it's a buffet car, but the whole coach is going to be wheelchair friendly, which means that it opens up the railway to many more people, which is a fantastic, fantastic thing. But they've had to rip the coach apart, like literally gut it, and we saw just the shell, the steel shell, which they'd had to rebuild most of it. And it was really interesting getting to see what they've been doing to put these coaches back together. And we're saying that the teak on the side, they have a massive issue with, because you can't get teak. Like with the CITES rubbish, you can't get. Oh dear! I could have done with more notice of that. Yeah, don't tell me it's 40, like 10 seconds before I have to drop the speed. That was mean. Yeah, so what they've had to do is the one coach, because of the CITES, what they're doing is they can't import the teak from the Far East anymore. And they've been saying that the teak that was there, most of it's been burnt down for growing other crops, because they can't sell it. It's worthless to them. So, fair enough. The Indonesians need to make money, so they've just burnt the fields of the teak and are using, growing canola and things like that, which is very, very sad. So they were saying that the two teak coaches they've been working on, because they can't buy the teak, they can't import it. The one lot was from a shipwreck, so recycling, and the other one, very sadly, was from the tsunami from years ago, and they were able to get that teak, and they are. For all the panelling, it's using that teak, but the saying it's the last of it. They don't think they'll be able to get any more. And the whole CITES thing, that's a conversation for another day, because it's something I get quite angry and passionate about. So we'll definitely talk about that in another video. But it is very much a case of that. It's really made it difficult for them, and they're looking for solutions. And they've said, if anyone's got any good solutions, please let them know. And the one solution they've been thinking of right now is vinyl wrap. So instead of getting real teak in, which obviously looks better, it smells better. Oh, it smells great. Especially being a guitarist, like the smell of the stuff is really important. They're saying what they'll need to do is potentially take photos of the carriage and then get just a vinyl wrap and just whoosh on the side of it, which is not the same. It would save weight, definitely, but it wouldn't be the same. And if it got ripped, which, let's be honest, wear and tear is going to happen, it's not going to look good at all. So a great shame, a really great shame. Hopefully they can find a solution that works for them. But that in itself is really interesting, getting to hear about the struggles they're having, because it's all volunteer led, and there's no money in it. They're having to finance it through this, that, the other, through fundraising, through all these things. There was a couple of different teams that are doing other bits as well, and they're in the same situation. There's a steam train that they're currently putting back together. I got to see that, and right now it's literally the wheels, the frame, and that's it. There is a cab, but the cab isn't attached to the train. It's not part of it. It's separate. And they've recently got enough money for a boiler, and it's 100 grand. £100,000 for a new boiler, and they've had to finance it themselves. It's all through donations. It's all through people supporting them, supporting the railway. It's a private group. It's not like it's like part of the Severn Valley Railway, woohoo, woohoo, huzzah. It's a private group who are like putting all this together. The Severn Valley are giving them space to have the train to be able to build it there, but they are having to finance it themselves, which is incredible. And massive props to these people who are giving up their time, giving up their expertise, giving up their money to get a little teeny tiny, I think it was a 4040 little steamer. All it's going to do is like little exhibition things. It's going to do like the little brake van ones, because it's not big enough to do anything else. It can't haul a train, like not a full train. And they're spending hundreds of thousands on it. It's just incredible. Absolute massive props to them for it. Getting to see all this was really interesting and really cool. And it was supposed to be like a 20-25 minute walkabout, and it was about 45 minutes, which none of us. There were 6 people there, me and the missus being 2 of them. None of us were upset with this because it was really interesting, like really seriously interesting. And the 3 guys who gave the tour, they knew their stuff. They were very knowledgeable, and got us to show us inside the coaches and talked about the refurbs, and we got to see the toilets on the new train, on the new wagons, new coaches. Wagons are different to coaches, kids. And on that, the main fellow was like, the wagons get forgotten about because they don't bring in money. The coaches, you need the coaches so people can sit in them, because that's how the Severn Valley Railway makes money, which is completely legit, completely fair. But saying like the wagons get no love, no one cares about them. Let's have a look at the back of the train. Let's go back to the front. No one really cares about the wagons, and a lot of them have fallen into disrepair. And actually, quite a lot of them were not in a great state. I was very excited because they had some 5-plank open coal wagons, which tells you the kind of level of geek that I am at, really. But I was very excited by those, and most of them were in really poor condition because there's no money in it. So if they are repaired, if they are, sorted, it's through a labour of love, and giving up their time rather than, it's going to benefit the railway because of that. And the guy was saying, and I completely agree with him, they are an incredibly important part to the heritage because, freight was the original purpose of the railway. The passengers were an extra, but it was all about moving goods. It's like the canals. The canals now, canal boat holidays, I love them. I've been on several. I love a canal boat holiday, but canal boats were for moving goods. That's why they came into existence. The canal routes that exist are for industry at the end of the day. And it was the same with the railway to start with. So the fact that wagons are being quite forgotten about, I found very sad personally. As did the guy who was doing the tour. He's the yard master, so he's responsible for an awful lot of what's in there and stuff. And we did get to go into the little shed. So if you go to Bewdley, and you can just Google it and have a look at it, there's an original. It is an original wagon repair shed, and they had 2 wagons in there, one which they were restoring back to its original condition, which was a refrigerated wagon, and they would have like meat hooks with meat in, and they'd have all the milk in there, and they'd have dry ice to cool it all down, and it was so interesting. And they were putting it back to original because they'd used it for sleeping. Like most of the wagons that were there that were just a bit knackered, they'd been turned into like sleeping accommodations for volunteers or like mess rooms. The one was an old guard van, and they'd turned it into a place to make tea. And they had a Mark II, Mark III? I think it was a Mark II, it might have been a Mark III. Intercity sleeper van. And it was literally, it's got beds in it, and it is quite literally for volunteers who stay over, have a sleepover, and kind of live there while they're doing refurb stuff, which was really, really cool to kind of think that that's the thing that happens. Wake up all those people. I say wake them up. It's 10 to 5, so it's not really waking them up. So yeah, really, really interesting little walk through a yard. At this point, it was about 10 to 4, and our train was at 4 o'clock. No, our train was at 10 to 4, and it was about 20 to 4, so we had about 10 minutes before our train. And the little Gronk was sat there for a break van ride, and we thought we haven't got time because the next train isn't for an hour and 20 minutes after this one, so we'll abandon the Gronk ride and not do the what do you call it, a break van ride, which was a shame. Annoyingly, the train was late, and the guys who drove the Gronk got on the same train as us, so we would have had time to have done it, but we didn't know. We got to see it come past us, and I would have liked to have done that because my dad was a driver, and he started out back in the early 80s, I want to say, in break vans. So I'd have really liked to have done that as like a family history kind of thing. This is where my dad started, but not to be. So of the 5 things we wanted to do, we only really managed to do the 2, but they were both awesome. And what it does mean is it gives us an excuse to do it again next year and do the things we didn't get to do. Because I would like to do all of the things. I'd planned for 5 things for a reason. So it is massive, unfortunate that it ended up where we didn't get to do half of what we wanted to do. But it was still an awesome day. Really, really enjoyed it. And for anyone interested in trains, cannot recommend it enough. Yeah, I really cannot recommend it enough. It was a lot of fun, and it was a good day out. It was a good day out. Lots of families, lots of little kiddies. There's 2 little kids on the train when we went up there, who were absolutely loving it. They came and stood by us and were taking it in turns, putting their head out the window and watching the steam train, and they were so excited. And that's the kind of thing it should be. That's what it should be for heritage railways. Having that excitement, and getting people involved. I think because it was very hands-on, you could go and do stuff. I mean, the signal boxes I know that if you were able to do a tour, which we unfortunately didn't manage to get the time to, just because we were so limited on it. But you could find out how it all worked and get to have a go. At least in a couple of them, because they've got points that don't go anywhere. Actually be able to physically change a set of points, um, which is really cool. And that kind of hands-on approach, fantastic. That's the kind of thing that you need. You want people to be excited and interested in it, especially something that needs no donations and things to exist. So overall, really super happy with the day. Really super happy with the day, and will do it again. As long as it's at a time when I can do next year, I'll definitely do that again. And we've got our free tickets to go again, so we will be later on in the year, probably in the summer potentially, going and making a day of it. Go and do the engine shed, go with me bestie and the kids, I hope. I get to go and enjoy, because he's obsessed with steam trains. It's the little lad. I say obsessed. He's not obsessed with steam trains. He just loves trains. And I know his dad plays Train Sim World 3, and he watches him, gets involved, knows where the horn is, so we'll whistle it up. And that's grand. It's loads of fun. So I'm really excited to go and do that again. And I've done the engine shed before, but not for a very, 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 very long time. So I would really like to go and do that again. Slightly gutted I wasn't able to do it this time. But it's okay. It's okay. So that's twice this year I've got to do the Severn Valley Railway. Oh, twice within a year, let's say, where I've got to do the Severn Valley Railway. One of them, the train looked exactly like this for the Christmas Steam in Lights event. And the other one being this weekend gone for the open day. So next time it'll probably just be a normal, nothing special, just a weekend. But I'm looking forward to that weekend. It'll be really nice to go and do. I say weekend. It'll be a day. But by the time we got there and back, we figured we'd been on 7 trains. Most of them by one being diesel. Because there was a class 323 that got us up to. Sorry, I need to concentrate for a second. That got us up to Kidderminster. A little electric job. Can't remember the class. That got us up to Birmingham in the first place. Actually, we changed at Smethwick Galton Bridge, which I really like as a station. It's lots of fun. I don't think it should be as fun a station as it is. I've always said if I make a model railway, I want there to be a station just like Smethwick Galton Bridge, because it's on 2 different levels. The tracks kind of cross over. It's really, really cool. I might try it with my Lego train set. I could genuinely do that. I did not mean to hit my microphone then. I was just so excited. I just couldn't hide it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right. Don't brake until you're really close. But I want to. No. Wait. 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 Okay, brake. I can hear something drizzling about. There we go. Oh, yes. That looks so cool. Especially now it's dark. Yeah. Whistle? Whistle the other side. So yeah, we had the little pannier twice. We got to see it come back through Bewdley, because we got off at Bewdley and the last stop. Oh, back into the cab, do all the stuff. Come on, do your job properly. Oh, we're coming into Penzance. This is our last stop. Oh, it's barely any time. I'd better wrap this up then. How am I going to wrap this up? Yeah, got to see the steam train come back. Pannier class, lovely. That's when the missus swore because the whistle was super loud. Saw the class 50 go past 3 times. Didn't catch it. Got on a class 20. And we got to see the fancy new class 700s where we were sat in Wolverhampton, in Smethwick Galton Bridge, waiting for our train home. They are an angry looking train. Oh, they are aggressive. Very cool looking. And apparently they will be joining Trainsim World 3 at some point, along with the new steam route, and there's loads of stuff coming. It's very cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it looks like we're a mile away from Penzance. So I will start to finish off. I don't know how long this will take. Probably not that long. But thank you for joining us today. I really enjoyed it. Steaming lights, lovely. I get to talk about the Severn Valley Railway. Like, what a wonderful way for me to spend my morning. And your company has been very appreciated. And thank you. And thank you for chatting. It's always nice. And yeah, we'll do this again. My plan is to do some more Transport Fever 2, because I'm really enjoying that, to the point where I'm trying not to play it after I finish streaming, but I really want to. So I might just do a longer stream next time. I might start earlier, because in the same with this, I'm going to go and eat after this, and literally nothing's turned on. So I'm quite hungry, and I've got to wait for like everything to, heat. So I might start earlier next time and do that. It's 5 in the afternoon and it's like pitch black. I mean, in fairness, there's a storm going on, but either way. But no, thank you. I always appreciate these streams. I love doing them. I have lots of fun, and I hope you do too. Just look how pretty it is. So cool. So cool. So yes, next time, planning to do Transport Fever 2. I'm also considering... what am I considering? You considered it. You had it in your head a second ago. That thing. No, it's gone. I had something else planned. Trainsim World, Transport Fever. Huh. I don't remember. But if I remember, I'll let you know. Oh, the sun's come back out. That's a nice way to finish. There you go. We started in sunlight. Kind of. We're finishing in sunlight. Kind of. We'll just gently get us in. I'm going to try not to miss this stop as well, because, I've not done well the last 2. Let's have a look at it again. There you go. I'm actually kind of glad that we had that massive storm, because we could see it in darkness properly, as opposed to what it is right now, where it's not really darkness, it's just a bit muddy light. We'll stick with the Gears of War camera for a minute, just to finish off. Whistle again. Always. yeah, next time, transport fever, probably. Unless I decide to have a go at the Glasgow route, because I have bought it, and I haven't had a go, and I want to do my first time with you fine folks, because that's always fun. I really enjoy doing it. I've never seen this route. Let's see how badly I can mess this up, because I regularly do. But keep an eye out. I say keep an eye out. I never actually put like, I'm going to do it at this time. I just kind of go, streaming! My time is very, very limited. I should have been working this morning. Shh. It's fine. I did loads of work this morning. I got bored of it. Because it's just renaming files. It's naff. And if any of the kids who I work with are here, I obviously took all of the attention into your work. I put 100% effort in. You know, it's fine. Well, no one's going in those cars. You're going to spend ages clearing those windows off. Good luck with that, kids. Let's scare all these people. And a little DMU. It's barely a DMU. It's more of just a DU. Like, it's barely a multiple. Probably should be braking. And don't stop. No, 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 no! It accepted it. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Get out. Merry Christmas. In April. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. And just as a way to finish off, where's the camera? There's the camera. Hello, camera. As a way to finish off, ladies and gentlemen, if you get the chance, go and support the Severn Valley Railway. It's fantastic. It's genuinely awesome. And after seeing all the work they do, like all the volunteers particularly, they very much deserve your money. Like, very much deserve your money. And I plan on spending quite a bit more of my own there to support them a bit, because they're awesome people, and well worth the both the monetary and the support, because the support is just as important as the money. Because if they've got the money and no one comes, what's going to happen? Right? Oh, hang on. What's going on here? I thought we were done. I thought we were done here. Okay, we're done here. I thought for a second it was going to be like, oh, and now you need to put it up the other end of the train. Hello. But no, we're done. Did we get a gold? We better have got gold. I'll be upset if we didn't. Hey, there we go. Awesome. There we go. Jay has now hit level 64, and I'm going to go and reheat me some lasagna from last night. Have a wonderful time. I thank you very much. It's been a genuine pleasure, and I'll see you all again next time. Ta-da!